What if you could create and analyze forms with ChatGPT? Well, let me show you how with Jotform. Hey Jotformers, welcome back. I'm Kimberly, and like I mentioned, if you love ChatGPT and Jotform, you can absolutely create forms and analyze submissions within ChatGPT. So as you can see, I'm currently in my ChatGPT workspace, and the first thing I want to mention is in order to get started, you do already have to have a Jotform account, and you do have to be signed in just somewhere on your desktop. So I'm going to go to the left-hand side. We're going to choose Apps, and I'm going to do a quick search for Jotform. Perfect. We'll go ahead and choose to connect. And connecting to Jotform, this is kind of like that, the authentication piece. So you can see that it's looking at my desktop and it's seeing that I'm already logged into Jotform. So we are good to go. So a couple of different ways that we can get started. First is going to be we can choose to start chat right here, and you'll see we automatically have Jotform. Now, if you're going to start a new chat from over here, or maybe you have an extensive chat history with ChatGPT, maybe you want to go back to a previous chat and add in Jotform to that, all you have to do is either choose the plus sign, come down here and choose Jotform, or you can easily do the @ sign and choose Jotform that way. All right, there are a lot of different things that you can do within here. The first being, of course, creating a form. So let's say make an RSVP form for a team outing at the park on April 15th. And the great thing about this is if there are misspellings, it's going to do just fine. Now, one of the things you'll see right here is it's going to pop up and it's going to ask, do you want Jotform and ChatGPT to connect right here? Just want to make sure that you want me to create this form. It's going to give you an idea. It's going to collect names, the work email, attendance, guests, dietary restrictions, accessibility needs, and comments. Now you saw I didn't give it any of that information. It went ahead and pulled, you know what, this is the fields that I think it's going to need for this form. So we can deny, or we can go ahead and create the form. So let's go ahead and create. And we can see that we have a preview right here within the chat. And then right down here, we can see we have the link to the form. Now, one thing I want to point out is potentially in this preview, it's going to look a little bit different than the form in this link. The same thing if you're over in Jotform and you're building out a form, you're going to see all of the fields, but there may be conditional logic going on behind the scenes. So just keep that in mind. Why does this look different than the link? So I'm going to go ahead and choose to open this link, and let's take a look at this form. All right, we can see we have name, work email, will you be attending? And then we have any dietary restrictions or accessibility needs and any additional comments. Now, one thing that we can do, let's say make all questions required. Now, of course, if someone says no or maybe, they're probably not going to fill out those last two questions, but this is just an example. You can have it require certain questions, not require certain questions, require all, not require all. You can have this done all within ChatGPT without having to go over into Jotform. And once it is done, you'll be good to go. I'm going to come back over here to the one that we already opened, and we'll just make sure, yep, that both of these have asterisks. Perfect. Now let's do, let me come back over here. I'm going to ask it to remove the additional comments field. So we can ask it to add in specific fields, even a signature field or a file upload field, or we can ask it to remove fields. We can even ask it to change the wording. Maybe there's a drop down and we don't like the options in the drop down. You can ask it to change those options as well. Let's go ahead and edit the form. Then after this, we can also do things within the designer. So we can ask it to change the color of the form, even the submit button. So let's come over here, let's do a quick refresh. And now we see that piece has been removed. So let's go ahead, let's say, change the form theme to a more colorful one. So let's just get out of the white and the gray. Let's see what colors it's going to add in for us. All right, let's go back over here, do a quick refresh. And now we see have more of that blue, and we even have the submit button being changed as well. All right, next, something else that we can do is we can have it pull all of our forms. Can you list all of my forms for me? That way you have an idea of everything that's in your Jotform account, so you know which ones you want to work with. All right, so I can see I have this hotel feedback form. Let's say I'd like to work with the hotel feedback form. Can you pull all of the submissions? And it's going to pull all of them and put them right here in the chat for us, which is great. We don't have to go over to Jotform. We can see everything here. And while within Jotform, you can have it pull and make charts for you. Something else that you can do within here is we can summarize and analyze. So here is all these submissions. And of course, this is all going to be me. This is one of the forms I use with our Jotform 101 series. But it says I pulled all the submissions for hotel feedback and they're displayed in the Jotform view. So now let's go ahead. I'm going to paste in analyze and summarize trends, common feedback trends, ratings, and issues from the submissions. So now this is going to pull things that maybe I potentially would have missed just looking at a table like that. Another great thing about this is just like Jotform, you don't have to have any type of coding knowledge. All you're doing is chatting, and all of that coding is going on behind the scenes, which is really nice. So if you know how to code, you can absolutely use this. All right, so here's the summary. We have some clear patterns that stood out. We talk about the written feedback, so no complaints or operational issues, which is good. We have main takeaways, and then we just have overall the submissions suggest that the hotel is performing very well. So it has a really nice overview of all of the submissions. And it's as simple as that. If you have any questions about how to use ChatGPT with your Jotform account, let us know down below in the comments. If you like this video and you got some value, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell so you get a notification every time we put out a new video. I'll see you next time.